Hi guys, this is Sam and welcome to Logic. In today's advanced vocabulary video, we're going to do part 2 of how to give physical instructions in English, specifically related to tying your shoes. You will find the first part over here where I tell you why I do this. I give you the expressions that we use in English to give instructions and directions, and also where we get to this point of tying your shoes. Today we will complete this process, and I've decided to split it into two videos because I knew from the very beginning that I was going to give you a lot of information to digest. So before we start, I will actually bring you back to the clip from last week where I teach you exactly the expressions that we use, and then we will carry on with the video. So before we start, please don't forget to like this video and to subscribe to my channel, and let's dive right in. The simplest way to give directions is obviously the imperative, so do this, go there, move that. But there are more sophisticated, professional and polite ways to do that, which is what people from customer service would usually use when they try to help you. The most common expressions are you want to, or what you want to do is. So let's imagine that you want to rotate the shoe by 45 degrees. What a customer service person would tell you is, now you want to rotate the shoe by 45 degrees, or simply what you want to do is rotate the shoe by 45 degrees. With this same formula, you can also use you need to or you have to. So you have to rotate the shoe by 45 degrees, you need to rotate the shoe by 45 degrees, or what you need to do or what you have to do now is rotate the shoe. Specifically with physical instructions, we use the verb bring a lot. You want to bring the shoe closer to you, and you want to bring the right lace over to the left side. In English, we love prepositions, which sometimes don't actually add anything new to the meaning, but they just reinforce it. I've just said you want to bring the right lace over to the left side. Now, in this case, over doesn't give any kind of new meaning because the verb bring something to somewhere already gives that meaning of movement, but we use over when we talk about going from one side of something to the other, although again in this case it's not technically needed, and doing this exercise will help us explore more how we use prepositions and what they mean. There are several ways to tie your shoelaces. Continuing on from this point, we will do something fairly simple, which is this. So we create a bunny ear. Just like in our previous video, we need to be very accurate and precise with our directions. So what I would say is this. I would say that you want to grab the middle point of the right string. This is the right string in my perspective. So you want to grab the middle point. You want to lift it higher above the shoe. And as you do that, you want to bring your left thumb, index finger and middle finger where your right ones are. You want to grab the middle point of that lace, and as you do that, you want to release your right hand. And with that same right hand, you want to grab the extremity of the string and you want to bring it closer to the middle of the shoe until it touches the intersection of the laces, the knot. And by doing that, you create a loop that we call bunny ear. The next move is fairly tricky because I want to do this and this, which is the final stage. So if we go back to our bunny ear here, now I would say that now you can let the bunny ear go with your left hand, so it stands on its own, with your right hand firmly holding the bunny ear from the very bottom. Then you want to use your left hand to grab the middle point of the left lace. You want to lift it and bring it closer to the bunny ear. As you do that, you want to tilt the left lace closer to you so that you keep going and it finds itself over here, almost touching your index finger of your right hand. When you are here, you want to wrap this left string around the bunny ear. And in order to wrap the left string around the bunny ear, you want to keep pushing the middle point of the left lace towards the tip of the shoe so that the middle point finds itself behind the bunny ear. When you're there, you want to push this same string under and towards your right thumb, which is here at the very base of the shoe. And as you bring it down towards the thumb, you then release the thumb a little bit and you slide it to your right a little bit, so your thumb does this, so that you can pass the left lace through the hoop there with your left index finger. And when you're there and you keep pushing, I want you to grab the original bunny ear with your left hand. I want you to release the base of the original bunny ear from your right hand. And I want you to grab with the same right hand the little loop that is now inside the intersection. I want you to pull that towards you as you push the original bunny ear out. And you keep doing that until you obtain a strong knot and 2 bunny ears. This was by far the hardest part of the process of tying your shoes, and I know that I've given you a lot of words, a lot of prepositions, a lot of verbs, all at the same time. So I would suggest you go back and listen to this part again so you can see that my directions match more or less what I did. Again, as I said in my first video, this is not something that you would ever do in your real life, and it's not something that we are used to explaining. So even I struggled a little bit, as I'm sure you noticed, but I tried to use my best grammar and vocabulary to give the most accurate explanation. This is not the end, because I now want to do a double knot. I want to secure these bunny ears. What we want to do now is this. So let's untie the second knot and see how we can describe it correctly. So I would say that we should grab the left bunny ear from its middle point with your left thumb, index finger and middle finger, placing your left thumb on the side of the string that is closer to you, so this one, and your index and middle finger on the other side, grabbing it from underneath. So you get this from underneath. You do the same thing with the right bunny ear and your right hand. You now want the two bunny ears to intersect in their middle point, and you do that by bringing them closer together above the original knot in the middle of the shoe. And you do that by also tilting the right bunny ear towards the back of the left bunny ear, so the right bunny ear finds itself behind the left bunny ear, from my perspective. When they cross, that's where you want to stop. And you will notice that your left index and middle finger and your right thumb are touching inside the intersection. You want to remove those fingers so that the two laces touch in the intersection. So you do that by sliding your three internal fingers outwards and out of the way, and by pushing the two middle points of the two bunny ears closer together with your left thumb and right index and middle finger. So this. When you're here, you want to place your left index and middle finger close to your right index and middle finger, so on the intersection next to those fingers, and you want to keep pressing the intersection only with your left hand now, because as you're doing that, I want you to release your right hand completely. When you're here, holding the intersection of the two bunny ears with your left hand, I want you to bring the right part of the originally left bunny ear, I want you to bring it down and through the hoop that you've now created here. So I want you to use your index and middle finger of your right hand and then push the tip over the intersection, so from this side to the other. And when you're there, I want you to push it inside the hoop until the tip of this bunny ear is through it. When you're here, I want you to place your right thumb on the tip of this bunny ear so you can grab it, and then I want you to bring your right index and middle finger over where your thumb is so you can grab that tip completely, and I now want you to pull that tip towards you as you push the left bunny ear forward away from you. You keep doing that until you obtain a second knot. Finally, that's the end of how you tie your shoes in English. I know, again, that I've bombarded you with a lot of little words and technical things, but I would suggest you go back and watch this video again, and so you can see if you agree or disagree with the instructions that I gave you. Again, this is a bit of an experiment for me too, because it's not something that I've ever had to do in such detail. So that's the end of the video for today, and if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel down below. Do let me know in the comments if you think that videos like this are useful, because I have a whole other series of very basic daily actions that I can get you to teach me using all the technical terms that you can think of in English. In the meantime, I will see you on Thursday and Monday with my quick vocabulary videos, and next Tuesday with another explanation one.